Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. I have a little vlog of the Italy art retreat for anyone that's interested, and I do have a retreat coming up in Greece next year, May 2026, so I'll link to that down below in the video description. Here is me setting up to head out for the retreat. I sewed all these little pouches for my students, and I filled them full of goodies that they'll be able to enjoy in our classes, and we've got bookbinding supplies and some Derwent drawing pencils that I couldn't fit in the pouch unless I took them out of the package. So I thought they'd be safer in the package because I could just bubble wrap around them and stick them on my suitcase. There's like needle punching boards and also a dip pen, all sorts of little goodies in that little goodie bag. So I like to do little treats for my students because it's kind of fun. And there you can see them all ready to go in my suitcase. I was so afraid I was going to forget something. This is just some in-progress shots of the artist trading card masterboard that I made to trade. I'll have a tutorial on how I made these coming up on my YouTube channel as well, if it's not up already. And they were so much fun. And it was so hard to cut the painting apart because they're so cute. Oh, and then I made stickers. I decided that from now on, I'm going to make commemorative stickers for my art retreats so that, at least best laid plans, fingers crossed, I'm going to try. That way there'd be like a little sticker that they could stick on their handmade sketchbook or whatever as they're working. And off we go. We are in the air, heading from Maine, USA, all the way over to beautiful Europe, and eventually we get to Italy. We'll stop in Amsterdam, but here we are in Florence. We decided to arrive a couple days early so we could just get used to the time change and have a couple days off before we went to work, or before I went to work. Jason, my husband, came with me, and this was a great place. We had lunch one day outside, and it looks really busy in these photos, but it was not that busy. It was just kind of like threatening rain, so it was like perfect. And then the next day we came out here, and it was mobs, throngs of people, and I was like, this country mouse is not ready for this. There's a replica of the David statue. They have the real one inside a museum, but yeah, and there were some authentic statues outside. Most of them were, I think, but the David was a replica because the original one had gotten damaged outside, so they put it inside. Anyway, yeah, just some still photos here. It was such a beautiful city. The buildings, everything is so small. How do I put this? The sidewalks were so small. The roads were so narrow, and the buildings were pretty high. So it was really hard to get your bearings to figure out where you were. I mean, some things towered over, and you could see certain landmarks, but it was a little disoriented coming from like a really rural area to an old city, because even if you go to a city in the United States, it's much more modern. So it was weird because it was like rustic, and it's weird. It's a weird juxtaposition. It's such a big city, such a busy city, but it's also so vintage that it was really different than what we have here, and it was so beautiful. And this was the rooftop where we stayed, and we actually had dinner up on the rooftop the night before we left. So it was nice to spend some time together as a couple before we went to the retreat to teach. And it was just so pretty. I took so many photos. I thought this was so pretty. You can see the Duomo in the background. That's what I painted for the sticker. And we found this really rural area. I don't say really rural, but it was very like, it was like this big park with an art school in it and really wide sidewalks. We kind of walked away from all the busyness on this beautiful Saturday, sunny Saturday, and found this just really tree-lined residential area that was just so lovely. It's like I could totally see living in an area like that. The hustle and bustle, that's not quite for me. It's beautiful to see, and I was glad to, spend a day there, but I was definitely ready to get out to the countryside where we were having a retreat. But it was so pretty. It's so pretty to see all the architecture, and just think of all the people that have walked on those streets over the millennia, over the, last, 1,000 years, maybe not 1,000 years, but at least last 500 years. It's just amazing to think about that, how many people have crossed the same path that you have crossed there. And they had horse-drawn carriages taking people around Florence, which was really, really cute and charming. I didn't do that, but it was cool to see. And there's Ponte Vecchio. We stayed really close to that. It was all like jewelry shops and stuff like that on the bridge, and I thought it would be more old-timey. And that's where we had our dinner there on the rooftop, and it was such a pretty skyline. Really nice to see, and you see it in the daytime. it's something. It's neat to see different things, right? To go to different places. And I'm glad we went because, like, when we did the France retreat last year, we flew in the day that the retreat started. So that was a little rough. Here we flew in 2 days early, and here we're driving to the venue. And I mean, just vineyards and mountains and olive trees. Well, yeah, grape trees, grapevines, but like olive trees everywhere. You could see, like, there were some people picking olives when we were there. It was just something different. It's so different. It's so different, but it also feels a little bit familiar because some of the leaves were turning, and they have leaves that change in the seasons. I guess most places do, but that felt a little homey. This is where we stayed. We had 2 villas all to ourselves for all of us students, and we were down kind of at the bottom of this little hill. So we had our own little spot there. That was different than in France, that we had the entire domain. Here we had this 2 villas in the domain. So, and we had our own private places that we ate and everything. But it was just interesting. And this was our classroom for the week, and they had it set up with like the little lamps and the little drawing boards, and then I brought in the other supplies, and yeah, got it all set up. It's kind of like a classroom. So that screen up front, I arranged to have a projector so I could project some of my lessons so people could sit and work from the comfort of their desks. And it was a little bit of a learning curve to do the technology, but we made it work. We all had a good time. We all painted a ton of stuff, which was really fantastic. The first night we were there, we had a wine tasting outside. And it was really cool because they brought all these different things for us to pair with the wine. And they were these amazing olives. They were huge, and they had these huge pits in them. And we actually found some to buy during one of our excursions. They were so good. Not like anything we have here, because often it's like they weren't so sour. I think they must have been brined instead of like vinegared. I don't know how olives are made. I mean, I don't know what they do to them. I mean, I'm not an olive farmer. And here you can see the students just working away so very studiously. And at that point, I was actually doing something flat on the table that I couldn't get the projector to zoom in on, so we had some people coming up. And just look at the vistas. I mean, these are all from the location where we were staying, so we did go outside and do quite a bit of plein air painting. So we had 2 days when we went into town. One day we went to San Gimignano. I hope I'm saying that right, which is this medieval city that is just amazing. And then we did another day where we just went around the Chianti region and stopped in 3 different cities. So that was really cool too. Tourist season it was kind of winding down. So we had the place to ourselves sometimes. It was really nice. And so cool to see everybody's artwork. And I took a bunch of reference photos around different places because I just love the old windows and the like exposed brick and the cement and masonry and all of that. I just thought it was so unique, and I love textures. And we also did a lesson where we made mud on purpose so that we could do interesting rocky, stony textures, things that were neutralized naturally. And the sunsets were just so pretty. So I just thought that would be kind of cool to have those photos for reference. And this is the entrance to San Gimignano, which is this walled city. There's so many of these like little walled cities in the area, and they're like little fortresses, and it was really cool. This was a really colorful bookshop. Lots of bookshops. I loved all the bookshops that I came across. There were quite a few stationery shops like selling the marbled paper and journals and stuff. Lots of shops selling pottery with lemons on it, and wine and olives and that sort of thing. A lot of repetition, though, I have to say. I'm not a shopper. I'm not a big shopper, so I don't get too excited about shopping unless it's like art supplies and books, apparently. This was this model replica of San Gimignano of before any sort of destruction came to it. So that was kind of cool to see. And I was really disoriented. I was trying to figure out where I was standing, like where I was in the model, but it was very confusing. It was warmer there than it was back home, but it was very chilly that day that we were there. There's so much to see. A lot of opportunities to create And we all had I gave everybody this mini sketchbook. It was by Fun Too. It's a cotton sketchbook, and that was such a hit because people were bringing that with them on the excursions, and even just to go around and paint. And you can get so much more done on those little pages, and it was so cool to see what everybody had put in their sketchbooks. And I do plan on doing an artwork show and tell for the students who wanted to share their artwork as a separate video. So stay tuned. I've got a lot to edit. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's nice to look back at these photos and enjoy the memories of that day. And at this point, I was kind of doing a rapid fire demo where I was like, okay, what do you want to learn before we go? And just kind of doing little one-off demos for anyone who came up and wanted something in particular shown. And just, yeah, another sunset. I didn't catch any of the sunrises. It was pretty cloudy and foggy most mornings. I think there was one day that was a good sunrise, but I was having a hard time adjusting to the time at times. But we really lucked out. It was supposed to be like just a rainy week, but we really were lucky with weather that we could get outside as much as we did and that it wasn't too cold. And especially if you're coming from a cooler climate, this was just absolutely beautiful. I don't know how we had several students from Florida. I don't know how they dealt with the cold weather, but they all seemed to do pretty good. And some more of the beautiful architecture. Some of the cities bleed together on me because they all have familiar colors. And I sketched this church. I really enjoyed that. That was so nice. A lot on the Chianti region day. We didn't have too long in any of the cities, so it was there where I'm sitting sketching. It was just yeah, you do what you can do. And since I'm not a big shopper, I was really happy to sit and sketch. I just love all the narrow little walkways with the little cafes and the window boxes, and I love the color and the shadows and everything. It was really neat. Look at the shadow from the clouds on the land. Isn't that cool? There were so many beautiful overlooks too. I felt like every time I looked out the window of the bus that was taking us through the Chianti region that everything looked like a picture postcard. It was really amazing. I hope you're enjoying the slideshow. I don't know, sometimes when people show vacation pictures, it's like groans from everybody. So hopefully that's not the case, and it's enjoyable. And this was one of the cities in the Chianti region. We just kind of wandered through this city. I think we had lunch in this town, and I don't remember what town it was. A lot of cashmere for sale too. That was another thing. And Italian handbags. That you saw a lot of leather shops, different places. I didn't buy anything. Honestly, the only thing I bought was a gift for my sister for Christmas. So, and I did buy a bottle of limoncello, which I haven't opened yet. I'll probably open when I have friends over or something. But yeah, I'm not a big shopper. So when I travel, it's more about like sketching and seeing what I can see and that sort of thing. But I mean, look at this, the fog and the golden vines and all of that, just so picturesque and so pretty. It was amazing, magical week.
Happy birthday, dear Elaine. Happy birthday to you.
This was fun. Elaine had a birthday when we were there, and we all painted a little flower on a greeting card for her. And yeah, it was just so nice. The amount of camaraderie and friendships you build over spending a week with like-minded women is just unreal. It's like being in college again. This was a demo we did of sketching architecture, and everybody did a wonderful job with that. And I mean, you're just not spoiled, or you are spoiled for inspiration around here because everything is just beautiful everywhere you look. And we just had an amazing time. Look at these ladies. We gave this painting to the venue for hosting us, and it was just a wonderful, magical week. And I hope you'll join me for an art retreat sometime. The Greece is coming up soon, and I'll have a link in the video description. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.